Hey you guys. So I needed to make this video a couple days ago, but um I'm kind of glad that I didn't because I was getting some revelation and some things were coming to pass. So I had a dream. You guys, I was super tired. There's a two-part dream. It's a two-part dream. What I'm going to do is talk about one part first, and then I'll put the second part in a different video because there's a scripture reference to it, okay? The first part of the stream was it was nighttime, it was dark, and right above my head, there was some type of it looked like some type of craft, some type of aircraft or of some sort that was shooting out missiles, okay? And I knew from the ground looking up that our defense, was shooting missiles at the missiles that were being shot over my head. Okay? And I seen our missiles like obliterate the missiles that were being shot out of this craft. And at one particular point, it seemed as if the missiles that we were firing went into the craft and then came back out as whole. And then I knew when our missiles, defeated the missiles that were being shot at us, and then kind of went inside this craft and was being shot back out, I knew them to be like, now these are our missiles shooting at us. You guys, some were obliterated, some were shot down or whatever. I didn't see any debris or anything. I just knew that the initial missiles being shot at us were being obliterated in the air. Like I didn't see any debris, but I knew they were being attacked by us. And then eventually, it's like our missiles were shooting into the craft or into the whatever was shooting the missiles out and coming back out as ours. So I'm thinking, now these are our missiles shooting back at us now. Why won't they just stop shooting? They shouldn't be our missiles shooting at us. And there was a couple things that I seen and heard that day and that night. And also right now, I'm in the middle of watching a video that a sister sent me yesterday. It may or may not have to do with this particular dream. But you guys, I don't... So that day, Google's doodle was of, it was some type of math equation. And the equal signs to it were the shape of the missiles that I seen in the dream. The ones that were being shot at us and the ones, I can say more so the ones that were being shot at us. The ones were going that were going up in defense. I don't think I really got a good look at those. But Google had a doodle that next day. I had the dream that night. The next day, their doodle was, it was a G, and I want to say it was an O, and then it had two equal signs, and then they had the other three letters somehow stacked up on each other. But the shape of them and the fact that it was an equation, some type of equation, made me think about the fact that first it was our missiles, and then first it was missiles, like enemy missiles, then it was our missiles that were going inside of this thing and coming back, equating to us firing on ourselves. Also, I'm gonna say this very well could have been the next day I mean, this very well could have been the day before, but Russia did a demonstration of, I think they call them invisible missiles that can go undetected. Like I said, it very well could have been, it could have happened the day before. I seen some type of demonstration on TV, but what triggered it was, you know, the day after I had the dream was Haley, Governor Nikki Haley. I call her Governor Nikki Haley because she was our governor. Ambassador Nikki Haley was commenting on the suspicion that Russia may have poisoned those spies. And the final thing that was real interesting was that night on the Stephen Colbert show, he was doing a commentary on Donald Trump like he does every night in the beginning. I don't watch him, but his show comes right on after our nightly news. And what he did was he made some type of little clip where Donald Trump was saying that, and apparently he might have said that day, Donald Trump was saying that it's just like we have our naval defense or like an army defense. Donald Trump was saying that we should have a space defense because there are things out there that he said there are things out there that we might need to fight or something to that effect. And of course, that made me think about how our missiles in the stream was being shot up into this craft. I don't know if it was a military craft. I don't know if it was some type of, I don't know what it was, you guys, but all these things that I seen the same day or the next day morning through that night after I had the dream. Department of Defense, Donald Trump talking about a space Department of Defense. Governor Haley on, you know, commenting on Russia, and Russia having a demo of these so-called invincible missiles, and the Google Doodle that had the shape of those missiles. These are all bits and pieces that I've seen. I don't know if this has to do with Russia. I don't know if this has to do with some type of fake alien invasion. I don't know if this has to do with somebody firing into the United States and us perhaps, I can't think of the word, provoking it. I don't know. I don't know. But this thing was just kind of crazy, okay, you guys? And I want to say I had this dream about 5-6 days ago. I want to say Monday or Tuesday, okay? I'll come back and do the other part of the dream. It was very interesting, and I think the Lord wants me to share. It does have a scripture reference, and maybe it'll help put a lot of people's minds at ease on this particular scripture, okay, you guys? God bless y'all. I'll be back.